What was your upbringing like, and when did you get interested in rapping?
Oh, man. Bad.
You got the whole chat laughing.
I know I'm trash, okay? I just really like Peep's music. Gus made songs that not only touched millions of lives, but impacted music as a whole. I personally listen to Lil Peep every day as he's one of my favorite artists, so I thought it was only right to kick off this new series of top 10 videos with the Beamer Boy himself. With that being said, make sure to drop your favorite tracks by him down below as we begin our journey through his top 10 songs of all time. Alright, so this list took me like a solid 2 days to get right, and I'm not exactly sure if it's even perfect yet because I kept tweaking it and changing it. To start things off, at number 10, we have the song that I already embarrassed myself singing at the beginning, COBAIN featuring Lil Tracy. I just fell in love with a bad bitch, told me that she loved me too, baby, I'm not having it. This song is off his classic Hellboy project that dropped all the way back on September 25th of 2016. Similar to the majority of Gus's work, it uses a guitar sample from a track called Bad News. It's pretty crazy how Smokeasack, his producer, was able to flip it. I always love going back to the original sample, listening to it, and then going back to the new song. Peep and Tracy's chemistry on this is wild, with Peep taking over the hook with some of my favorite lyrics he's ever written. And Tracy also in his bag right from the start. Yet, I don't know if I would necessarily mix the American Eagle with the Ralph Lauren. That's a tough look to pull off. At number 9, we have a song that I feel a lot of you think should be high. There's a fly in here. At number 9, we have a song that I have a feeling a lot of you will be getting after me in the comments for not putting it higher, but either way I love it. The track is called Star Shopping. We're right here. I'll be back. After going back and listening to all of Peep's songs to create this video and reading all the comments on SoundCloud and YouTube, it's pretty clear that Star Shopping is a fan favorite. The lyrics and delivery that Gus brought on this makes it a very visual song, and whenever I listen to it, I can just clearly imagine the story he's telling. I love how his vocals are layered over the looping guitar instrumental with a good amount of reverb. It makes for a beautiful track that feels very atmospheric, as if you were laying in an open grass field looking up at the night sky. May sound corny, but it actually does make you feel that way. Next up at number 8, we have a song that always puts me in a good mood, yet kind of makes me miss the girl that I saw at the bus stop 3 years ago. The track is called Worlds Away. Feels like we're a world away, but we in the same room, be my girl today at least. Worlds Away is another fantastic love song off of Peep's classic Hellboy project. The hook on this has been stuck in my head since the moment I heard it. It's so well put together and just hits different. Sometimes that's all it really takes to describe it. Up on the screen beside me is my favorite bar from this track, so let's take a quick listen. I can't say I've ever had such an immediate connection like that with someone. However, after watching animes like Your Name, a man can dream. Coming in at number 7 on this list, we have one of Gus's biggest hits to date off his debut project, Come Over When You're Sober Part 1, Save That Shit. 292 million views. Pretty impressive. Save That Shit did the numbers it did and got mainstream attention for a reason. It's an amazing song, highlighting that emo punk rap sound that he helped popularize. This was also the perfect track for live shows as the hook hits hard with the audience being able to scream right back at Peep. Coming in at number 6 is a song that I wanted to squeeze into my top 5, but it just didn't make the cut. I absolutely love both versions of this track, and actually before I announce it, I'm gonna throw up some clues on the screen so you at home can have some fun, if you consider it fun, and try to guess what the track is. First off, like I said, there are 2 versions with one being an acoustic. The original release was on his Hellboy project, and lastly, it was featured at the end of Peep's documentary, Everybody's Everything. If you guessed Walk Away as the Door Slams, you are correct. Okay, I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments, but after listening to both versions like a crazy amount of times, I'm having a struggle deciding which one I like better. It's rare to hear Peep on an acoustic instrumental, and I've always loved acoustic songs, so I tend to listen to that version more. I believe the acoustic was made specifically for his documentary and then was added to his posthumous compilation album too. The way they ended the movie with Gus walking home looking so carefree and smiling with this song playing. Not gonna lie, I'm a pretty emotional person with movies and stuff, and yeah, this made me tear up. All right, now it's time to enter the top 5 portion of this video. Shit's starting to get real. At number 5, we have a song that's arguably his hardest one to date. It's guaranteed to get the mosh pits going crazy. Witchblades featuring Lil Tracy. Witchblades is from Peep and Tracy's collab EP called Castles 2. This track was produced by the infamous Big Head on the Beat, whose tag you may recognize from a certain Gucci Gang singer himself, Lil Pump, because he produced that song too. I love how dark this song is with the piano, hard-hitting 808s, and just the whole vibe. I also want to give a quick shout out to the music video. Although the videos for songs like Awful Things are fire with all the effects and high-quality production, there's something special about Peep's videos where it's just him and his friends filming each other on cheap handheld cameras. For the 4th pick on this list, we have a song named after my favorite class in elementary school, social studies. Nah, I'm just playing. I hated social studies. The song is actually called Gym Class. Whip it like a NASCAR. I can see the time pass. Feel like I'm in high school. Fucking me in gym class. Nostalgia is by far the best word to describe this song. When I listen to it, it just brings back so many memories and reminds me of how ahead of his time Peep was. This track also showcases Gus's ability to carry a lot of emotion in his voice without having to go over the top with it. Hopefully that makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain. That's what made Peep such a great artist. He focused on making songs that sounded good and carried a lot of emotion, like Gym Class. All right, now it's time for the 3rd pick on this list. This one was an easy choice. It's a song that I'm sure you guys all know the lyrics to, Beamer Boy. I'm a motherfucking schemer boy. I'm a dreamer boy. I love a girl. Beamer Boy is off his California Girls EP that dropped in January of 2016, and may I add, has a very graphic cover art. The project was produced solely by Nedarb, another friend and frequent collaborator of Peep, who I just found out was born in Edmonton, Canada, which is like the city right beside me. Kinda cool. Out of all the guitar samples that Peep has used, this is easily one of my favorites, and it has that really catchy top melody as well. I'm sure you guys know how it goes, the da-na-na, na-na-na, na-na-na, na-na-na. Well, for the 2nd best Lil Peep song comes a track that hits me in the feels more so than any other, and I highly recommend you go check it out after this video. The song is called Right Here featuring Horsehead. Baby, how you doing? I know you're not doing the best, but I'm here, I'll always be here. I don't have much to say about Right Here other than it's just a very special song. Gus singing about being there for someone no matter what, while Horsehead comes through with a complimentary verse at the end, adding on to what Peep said about being there even when you have to leave. I don't know, it's just an emotional song and it hits harder after watching the documentary and reading more about Peep. Alright, this is the moment you've all been waiting for, the very best Lil Peep song of all time, in my opinion, of course, has to be White Tee featuring Young Bruh. I used to think I love you, now I know it ain't true, now I know it's not you. 50 on my boxes, bitch, I know you see me. Then in the club, like little mama in my eyes, she go home with me tonight, we connect like Wi-Fi. For those of you confused as to why I called Lil Tracy Young Bruh a few seconds ago when I announced it, that's because he actually went by Young Bruh back in 2016 when the song dropped. Peep and Tracy actually made this track the same day they met, making it a very special moment for the legendary duo. I play this song basically every day and never get tired of it. In fact, it actually gets better with each listen. This may be a controversial pick for the #1 spot, but hey, music is subjective, and this is my favorite song from one of my favorite artists, Lil Peep. Yo, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that like button if you did and subscribe if you're new, as we are on the road to 100K. Also make sure to drop a comment letting me know which artist you want to see me do next on this top 10 series. And lastly, I just want to say thank you, Gus, for all the amazing music. He had quite the career in such a short amount of time. He was such a special talent. You know what they say, legends never die.
I'll always be here.